This is part two. Part one was more on the bigger characters of the show, like Coulson and Quake and May. This time around, we'll be talking more about the recurring heroes on the show. Starting off, we have Ghost Rider. Now, I know a lot of people prefer Johnny Blaze. I personally prefer Robbie Reyes. So I was happy when Robbie was the Ghost Rider used on the show. And not just that, he was played by Gabriel Luna, who I think is a great actor. I thought his character, along with all the lore and characters he brought onto the show, were it's not just great, but I think should have continued on the show and was meant to actually have a spin-off show, but it never happened. So I'm disappointed we never got to really see Ghost Rider again and a supporting cast afterwards. I personally really like Robbie Reyes on the show. I thought he had a very cool look. I thought for a TV show budget, he looked really cool as Ghost Rider. And overall, I'm really sad he didn't appear more. Flint, another really cool character on the show. I'm very surprised that they used a character from the comics for this character, as AOS tends to create their own Inhumans, as other than Daisy and Flint, almost every single one of their Inhumans are original characters. Flint, I thought, had a great son, father, and mother relationship with Mac and Yo-Yo, and I really thought his character filled a void that Mac had from his daughter dying, and kind of gave Yo-Yo and Mac like this thing that brought them together even more. As of course they're already together, but drew them closer as they had a child to look over. Patriot or Mace, I thought a great story, and I love his self-sacrifice, and was very emotional. My only problem was with it, none of the other characters really acknowledged the fact that he died. But I thought it was a bold choice to make the new director a likable character, but still seemed to have a thing against Daisy for a bit, and even Coulson for a little bit. In my opinion, I think Mace being a likable individual was a very strong choice, as it would have been easy to make the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D. a very unlikable person, but the fact that it made him likable, I thought really just drove the point home that there's a lot of different characters, and not everybody has to be, at war with each other. Lincoln Campbell, while he was technically a main character in season 3, I included him here because I didn't really think he belonged with the other characters like May and Daisy. I thought he was more of a recurring character, even if he was a series regular in season 3. I still think he was more of a recurring character, as he wasn't even in the majority of season 3. Well, he was, but he wasn't in like every episode. He only appeared in every other episode practically. Lincoln, I thought, had a very emotional death, and I was a fan of his powers. I like him being a doctor so he could help understand the biology of different humans, but I did think he was annoying on multiple occasions, but I thought he died a true hero. Piper and Davis, I put these two together as I think character-wise they work best as partners. I thought they had made very familiar agents that weren't main characters, but they were very likable characters, and who had a lot of fans. Also, side note, the actress who played Piper played a nearly identical character on Supergirl, where she was a DEO agent who also was portrayed as just being a familiar character, but not a main character. So when she showed up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I was really confused. Glenn Talbot also appeared on Supergirl playing Morgan Edge, but he got recast, kinda. Tal Rose on Taylor. Anyways, that's a whole different discussion. Enoch, another character who died a hero. I will say I wasn't as a big of a fan of Enoch. I know a lot of people really like Enoch, and in my opinion, I think his character could have been substituted for maybe a number of comic book characters from the comics. So in my opinion, while I think Enoch was an okay character, he's not necessarily my favorite, but I did think the way he went out was very heroic. Deathlock, or Michael Peterson, was a great character. I thought he had a very cool look. I really liked his and Daisy's relationship with them being friends, but they first met in not the best circumstances. I wish he became a main character, but we at least got to have him for at least the first 2 seasons and season 5 when he appeared one time. Overall, I really liked Deathlock, and I was really sad that his character didn't do more. Victoria Hand, I only put on this list because I really like her character from the comics, and she did appear on the show, so I decided to include her on this list, even if the fact that she wasn't really on the show that much. In my opinion, I think it was kind of a waste of the character. I think she got killed off way too early, and she got brought back in season 7, but she didn't get mentioned as being that character. The only way you could tell was her red hair, but I did like the irony that she killed John Garrett. Well, John Garrett, he didn't kill her, but he ordered Ward to kill her. So I thought it was kind of ironic. And the last character is Deke. And I know a lot of people really like Deke. In all honesty, I really didn't like him. I find him really annoying while also incompetent. I'm really sorry if you love Deke. We all have different opinions. So if you love him, I apologize if I upset you by not liking him. You, of course, can dislike any character I like. I, of course, can dislike any character you like. It's really a thing where each of us have different characters and favorites and dislikes. So, of course, we all like different people, not people, different characters. So, overall, I really just didn't like Deke, and I think that's fine if I don't like Deke, because I know a lot of people do like Deke, and I have nothing against the actor. I have nothing against anybody who likes Deke. I just generally didn't like the character. And that's it. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm betting someone's going to unsubscribe because I said I didn't like Deke.